I'm just a lazy video gamer, even too lazy to make a new intro. Hello out there in video land, it's me again, the lazy video gamer, and after I showed you the last 2 weeks, how much or how strong are my passion for Daytona USA and Sega Rally, I think it's time to take a look at some other racing games from the Sega Saturn. So, yeah, grab your coffee, grab your tea, your beverage, and sit back and relax and enjoy my little selection of racing games for the Sega Saturn.
Hang On GP 1995.
You heard it. Let's start it with an early game. Yeah, the selections GP race, time trials and options, various bikes to select and various tracks. So with the new medium CD and the capability of holding storage, a lot of data, a lot of graphical wonders are implanted in this game. Or let me say that it looks great. The steering is clear. You have to get used to it. Gale Racer, also an early game, was in fact the first appearance of Sonic on the Saturn. It was a sequel to Ratmobile, and yeah, if you knew that game from the arcade, it was a super scale. It wasn't back in the day when the game was converted to the Saturn, not longer spectacular in the graphical part, but it is decent even today when you know what you get. You get a race like the cannonball rounds, where you have to reach different goals in the time limit. Day and night time. Also, with rainy weather, when you have to turn the window cleaners on. But don't let fool you, it's hard. Well, in the line of Sega HS, Power Drift also got a conversation, and as well it is a super scaler. Yeah, today it's some kind of game. When you loved it in the arcade, you like it also on the Saturn. Of the capability of the Saturn, it is of course a one-to-one arcade port when it comes to the difficulty level, to the graphic and the sound. But games like Daytona, of course, and even Hang-On were more evolved. Also to mention in the line of the Sega HS, Outrun got its conversation, and what you see here now is the PAL version. So no additional sound and remixed sound to it, but as standalone title, the Sega Ages Volume 1 in Europe and America got 3 games, Space Harrier and Afterburner as well. And when it comes to Outrun, it's still the best port you can play, even without the cool music. Now this game is funny. In Japan, Fuji Television had the license for Formula 1 airing on TV, and so also a license to make a game. It is earlier released than PlayStation Formula 1 games, and then the licensing slipped. What you're getting in Formula 1 live information is a couple of drivers, a small handful of tracks, and an arcade gameplay. It is, if you like to call it that way, a sequel to Monaco Grand Prix. What makes the Japanese version special is the live commentary. One reason I don't understand anything is nowadays, but also it's cool. A lot of practicing and the usual get used to the game physics is something you have to spend some time, but it's a decent game. This game should stay on the Mega Drive or on the 32X. Virtua Racing with a great hardware power, a great looking port, but it doesn't feel that great. The controls are even more slippery than driving with the stock car in the better 32X version. What is good about this port is you're getting some new cars here as well. But when I be honest, I like to play the Mega Drive version more than that, and the 32X version even more than the Mega Drive version. Also the additional tracks can change my mind. King the Spirits comes with a lot of tracks and track variations with a lot of cars. And what Saturn owners hoped for in the past were something like Ridge Racer. We got Daytona, what was an excellent and great game. But we looked jealous to the PlayStation's Ridge Racer games. But back to this game. It comes with a good graphic engine, great sound, and the control scheme, yeah, you have to get used to it, but I remember when I played it, when I got this game the first time, a lot, and had a lot of fun with it. Calico brought the home port of GT24, what was very popular, successful, and a graphic monster in the cave. When it comes to the graphic for this pod, it is okay. It's really, I like it. It's not so great or good than in the arcade. It was a downgrade, but it looked great for a Saturn game who was so weak in 3D games, right? Also the sound and the music is fitting in good, but what not is fitting well is the difficulty level. I never won a race since I played this game, and believe me, I played it quite a while. Now this is the only game I show you I don't have a physical copy. Why I'm showing you this? Cause yeah, it's Wangan That Hit. Famous for his presentation with the cool intro, great cars, and in the Japanese version of the game, Japanese girls who assist you in driving. When it comes to the game, it is a cool game as well. It's even better than King the Spirits and its sequel. The music is good, the graphic is good, and you have to get used to the steering and drift mechanic, and then off you go on your Saturn. Why I'm showing you this game is that in fact I have the PAL version from the Victor company here in Europe and America, known as JVC. Well, the intro movie is changed a little bit, as you saw. Now we have Western girls in it, and it's called Highway 2000. It is in every aspect else the exact same game. I forgot to mention, with a lot of crazy bonus cars to unlock. Now, this game is, of course, Wangan That Hit plus Real Arrange. I made a video about it a longer time ago, but I wanna mention it in this special as well, cause the girls are back, but this time in high resolution graphic when you have the Japanese MP card in your Japanese Saturn. When it comes to the game, it's the same game like Wangan That Hit. It is not a sequel, it's just this extra video boost. But I thought I have to mention it.
ごめんなさい。あなたにはときめかないわ。
Now, Destruction Derby, some critics says it's the better port than the version on the PlayStation. Yeah, that's true. In graphical department, when it comes to the game, there are purists who say it isn't so good like the PlayStation version. I say I never liked Destruction Derby that much, even on the PlayStation. So I don't have the feel when I'm playing this game that I have a bad game. Now, Wipeout is something other. It is Wipeout, and I loved it on the PlayStation back in the day, and I even like it on the Saturn with its weaker graphic. The music is cool, the graphic is good. So if you find a copy for cheap and you collecting for Saturn or only have a Saturn, give it a try. Even better, Wipeout 2097, the sequel. Comes with all what make the prequel great and makes it better. Psygnosis learned to program the Saturn, and they made a good port of this game for it. Now, yeah, EA Sports as well did a racing game, and I must confess, it's a damn good game. It's Andretti Racing, and it brings stock cars and Indy cars to the table. Various modes and a great sound. When it comes to the gameplay, the steering is, you have a lot to learn. A lot of tracks and a reason that many Formula 1 drivers changed to the IndyCar series. There were some familiar names for fans of the sport back in the day. The Need for Speed started on the 3DO, was ported to the PlayStation and the Saturn. What is missing in the Saturn version are the videos, the full motion videos of the cars. But the content was the same, and For those who are not familiar with the old Need for Speed, it's completely different to the nowadays games from this series. It was to drive more realistically, almost like Test Drive 2 on the Mega Drive. Purists say it has a little bit the better draw distance than the 3DO and the better gameplay than the PlayStation version. For me, it's Need for Speed and it's cool. Well, I talked about Sega already, I talked about Daytona. So Sega Touring Car was the new machine in the arcades and my hopes were high. Back in the day I had a lot of fun with a lot of practice. Let me say it that way. Nowadays I think it's very slippery. The music is in, the graphic is good, but let's take this game out and play around Daytona or Sega Rally. Yeah, I made a special about this game as well. But I have to mention this game cause I love it.
Please select the port.
Okay, you only got 2 tracks.
Please select manual
And
or
in the
automatic
arcade mode,
transmission.
only manual and automatic bikes choose.
Great start.
And back in the day, I didn't play the original in the arcade. That was something that I made later. So I love the game. It never disappoints me when I'm playing around. What I have to mention is I prefer to play with the 3D analog pad from the Saturn or even the racing wheel in the eco perspective. I love it when the camera angle swaps. It feels great. But when you play with a digipad, it's annoying. And I played in the third person perspective. Formula Cars Special Edition is, yeah, let me say, there was no other edition than this version. Why they called it Special Edition? Yeah, I don't know. Nobody knows. But what I know is it was a PAL exclusive. Japan don't get this game and America don't got this game. When it comes to the game itself, you had the opportunity to select various cards and a great graphic came with this game, but it's a kart racing game. It's nothing like you drove before. had a lot of fun with this game. Street Racer comes with a cool intro, and it's not what you expect when you think about or remember the Super Nintendo version or the Mega Drive version. It is Street Racer on graphical steroids. It has great music, funny characters to choose from, and did I mention that the graphic is awesome? It's hard, but and no Mario Kart, but I like it for not being Mario Kart. So, and that was my selection of racing games on the Sega Saturn that I actually had, except for the original Wangan Dead Heat. I'm not quite sure did I mention it. But yeah, feel free to leave a commentary down below if you have any of those games and what you think about those ports. I mean, especially when it comes to the Psygnosis ports from Wipeout or Destruction Derby. In the meantime, I thank you for watching. I hope you have a fantastic rest of Sunday, a great weather condition, and a fantastic start in the next week. And I hope you see me soon.